Hello everybody, welcome back to NCAA Football 14 here in our Wake Forest Dynasty. We're week 4 of 2016 and it's the second bye week of the year for us, so no more bye weeks, no more rest, straight games throughout the rest of the year. On the bottom of your screen you see we have an upgrade available for our head coach. We'll get into that. We'll get into recruiting and then stats because we are week 3 weeks. Let's see what happens. To start out, we will go to Coach Skill Trees and we will upgrade our head coach, James Mathis. Now, we can play this one way or another. Recruiting or game management. I think at this point in time, we are going to go ahead and we are going to go set up artists. Current level decreases the yardage need for setup plays. Not really that important, but we want to get those bigger and better rewards. So this level will put us by 30%, and then with that we need, I believe, one more skill point or two more, and then we'll move up into all these guys right here. So that is going to do it for the coach upgrade portion. Let's move on to recruiting. We have a lot of guys that want to visit us, so let's get into it. Recruiting, we're going to schedule a visit with every single person. We've already used up all our skill points from previous weeks, and now 6 people are coming to visit. The biggest one, 74 overall Ryan Caldwell, 4-star. He is in possession. That might hurt us a little, but he's a 4-star wide receiver. And we have over a 1,500 lead. Next person is Auburn. If we're getting compared to Auburn and Clemson and he's from Georgia, we're doing something right. So we're going to offer him a visit. It's just past the bar where he's ready. But you know what? We're going to give him a visit against Army. And then he can really see how we play defense against maybe spread option or whatever. Other guys like Cole Griffith, Isaac Charles, Ivan Brown. Yeah, we'll schedule them against Army, against this week. Maybe some Syracuse is in there. But we'll put couple different wide receivers at a couple different weeks. We'll put majority probably against bye week here, and we will go Army here, and then John Jackson, the lowest. Let's put him against Clemson, who's number 11 in the nation. But guys, that does it for recruiting. As you saw, we have some big key guys wanting to come to Wake Forest, or at least think about it. Ryan Caldwell is our man. Let's first, before we go into stats, top 25. Wake Forest not going to be anywhere near there, but your top 25 through 3 weeks rather, through the college football season. Ohio State, Florida State, UCLA, who won the national championship last year, Michigan State, Virginia Tech, 1-5. 6-15, Miami, Oklahoma, Georgia Tech, Florida, TCU, Clemson, Notre Dame, USC, Texas, and then Texas A&M. 16-25, Michigan, Alabama, having a terrible year at 1-2. They just lost to Navy, so something's up. Wisconsin, South Carolina, LSU, Oregon, North Carolina, Ole Miss, and Arkansas. Other receiving votes, 26 to I believe 30 it is. BYU, Nebraska, Stanford, Auburn, and Mizzou. So, with that, let's go ahead and go to the ACC standings. Conference standings in the ACC Atlantic. Wake Forest is 4th at a 1-1 record. FSU leads the way undefeated with Clemson 2-0, 1-0. Worst team right now, NC State 0-3. As you can see, we're doing a lot better on defense. Way better than NC State, actually. We have allowed 60 points while scoring 49. Best team probably 45-0, 45-4 against Clemson, and then 0 against. They have scored 45, and they have put zeros on the scoreboard every single week. FSU has scored 93, and they've only allowed 35. So it's very, very competitive right now. In the Heisman watch, if you're scoring 45 and allowing 0, You got to be doing something right on offense, and Chad Kelly, yeah, he leads the way. After that, Preston Dewey at Miami, Trevor Knight at OU, Dontre Wilson, a halfback, the only halfback in the Heisman right now, out of the Ohio State Buckeyes, and then TJ Millward, UCLA senior red shirt. After winning the national championship last year, he comes in 5th into the Heisman. So Clemson right now leads, ACC leads it. Let's go ahead and look at some quick stats. Tyler Cameron, 478 yards so far. He ranks 50th on passing. Rushing, Desmond Wortham is 71st, 186 yards. Receiving, Wortham shouldn't be leading, but he is, 159th, 120 yards. Tackle, Wake Forest, no more 1-4 sweep. It's Ali Lamont at number 9 with 13. Sack leaders, Justice, 352 with 1 sack. Harrison from Virginia leads the way with Kent State at 4 sacks. Interception leaders, Ryan Janvoin, who had his first interception of the year last week against Tulsa, 68th with 1. Kicking leaders, it is going to be a new kicker on the scene for Wake Forest, and he's not even qualified up here. So let's go to some team stats, and we'll get the full effect. Actually, not team stats. It is season stats. My apologies. On passing, Tyler Cameron, 43 for 60. As we said, 478. 2 touchdowns, no interceptions. He's looking very, very nice. Granted, we've played 1 game. It was against Tulane. It's what you want to see. He has a 149.6 passer rating. Rushing, Desmond Wortham, 41 attempts on 186. He has 1 touchdown on the year. Brendan O'Neill, our tight end, you saw it last week against Tulane, had both rushing touchdowns of the game. 2 attempts, 5 yards. That's pretty nice. Receiving, we're not looking at Wortham. We're looking at our actual receivers. Anthony Rook, I guess, could fall. He's tight end, even though he shouldn't be leading. Anthony Rook, 9 receptions, 53 yards. Walter Smith, not Will Smith. He is our man this year so far. 8 catches, a buck, 12, 1 touchdown. Tyree Harris, who is a junior, 5 catches, 75 yards. Jonathan Williams, the next man up behind Walter Smith, because Walter Smith, I believe, was a transfer in the offseason. He has 4 catches for a buck, 4, and a touchdown. Then Brendan O'Neill, our backup tight end, 2 catches, 14 yards. Let's go to kicking. Our new kicker, as we said, Chad Headland is gone. Anthony Johnson is our punter, but Adam King is our kicker. Neither one of them punted, so or had no stats, not punted. That's pretty good, but we gotta get improved on that, and we will see you guys next time. Week 5 action from our Wake Forest Dynasty. It's gonna be at Northwestern, so Northwestern Wildcats, I believe they're called. Should be a fun one.